Hello, John, Karen, Chloe. Thank you so much for taking some time to talk about Great Hearts, who we are and what we do, and the importance of it. You've heard this before as you work here, but also, Chloe, you're a student, that our mission is to cultivate the hearts and minds of students through the pursuit of truth, beauty, and goodness. And many people see that as that's what you do in the classroom, forgetting that we're more than a school, we are a community. And so I want to talk a little bit about community and how that comes out. The first is in our culture, right? We emphasize moral character, strong relationships with students, within boundaries, and a partnership with parents to ensure that their home values align with what we're doing, both in the classroom, but also in terms of calling their kids to be good and to be great-hearted. So I want to talk about a few areas of our school that make up this community, and the first one is the dances, student events, both outside of the classroom and after the school day. We have homecoming, we have epic cycle. So I'm going to invite John and Chloe to just share a little bit of their thoughts about how we see community come out in those ways.
I'll
Yeah.
jump in on the oh, I'll jump in on the dances. Um, Homecoming, winter formal, and prom are all dances that our communities get to partake in. These are events that all high schoolers get to do. We learn dances, we listen to music, we eat food together. There's always photo booths, lots of fun memories. I think these are really special times that we get to spend with each other outside of the classroom. Just like any other district, we get the same opportunities. And I think it's really special that you are able to know everyone in that room and you get to spend time with them.
Yeah, and Kyle, something else that we do is all of our schools have a pretty robust homecoming week and so forth that we really focus in on. It's a great time for the school to really honor the legacy that the school is, honor their alumni that come back. We usually have some great spirit weeks that go on that week. Kids are dressing up. We're doing some thematic days that are really fun, with a culmination of an amazing pep assembly that takes place, and it's really an enjoyable week and really a fun time to honor the school, honor the fall athletes and those that are committed to the school, and then a really large, robust homecoming volleyball game and football game take place
Yeah.
that week, which really, I mean, the whole community comes out. We're having to get shuttle buses and stuff like that for most of our campuses because we can't hold everybody, and it's just a great week, culmination, unlike any other school that you would see, or not unlike any other school that you would have a homecoming and things like
Yeah.
that. So it's
And
great.
so before school, there's an opportunity for people to be part of community and sports, and then definitely after school. John, can you share a little bit about the importance of athletics, why it's such a big part of community at Great Hearts?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, for me personally, being the director of athletics for Arizona, and also being a longtime coach and athletic director myself, I don't think there's a better way to get involved in your school than in athletics.
Mhm.
Wearing your school's name on your jersey and so forth, that's just representing something that's bigger than yourself. That's what sports are all about. At Great Hearts, I mean, we had 5 different high school state champions this past year. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. And we're expecting the same or great things again this year as well. Really, the commitment level is exactly what you would see at any other big school. Kyle, I know you and I and Kara and Chloe, we've all played high school athletics. I mean, you're practicing 5-6 days a week. You have an
Mhm.
off season where you're training. You have weights. You have weight coaches. I mean, just really that preparation and utilizing that is really just a great thing. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that. So we talked a little bit about community before school, after school. Kara, can you share a little bit about how we go beyond the classroom and we have field trips? And then I'm going to ask Chloe to share a little bit about retreats.
Sure. So students on in the high school side have opportunity to take field trips throughout the school year, with having smaller class sizes that becomes available for them, taking what they're learning in the classroom, extending them outside. I know they've gone to the zoo for biology. They've taken in some theater things, connecting literature that they're reading, connecting things to history, which is a great advantage that the students have here. And I know my own children have really appreciated, and the learning that comes from seeing it beyond a textbook or seeing it beyond a classroom discussion is great.
Absolutely. And then sometimes we break away from academics. We don't even do a field trip, and we just say, how do we just spend time together? Chloe, share a little bit about the various retreats within Great Hearts. We have freshman retreats, and then there's senior retreats, and then there's full high school retreats. Share a bit about that, please.
Yes, so senior retreats specifically are a time for your upperclassmen to really build leadership skills together, figure out what their goals are for their last year of high school, how they want to lead their underclassmen, and how they want to leave a mark on their community. So those are really special times that only seniors get to partake in. And it's really a sense of like taking up the mantle and deciding what you want to do as a group to really leave a legacy at your school. And then our high school retreats as a whole, since our communities are a little bit smaller, we get the pleasure of taking a couple days off of school completely, no homework, no lessons. We get to go up, we get to play games, do scavenger hunts, karaoke. We all eat 3 meals together. So it's really a time for us to not only spend time with our close friends, but you're also having dialect and interactions with your teachers, your faculty, and kids in different grades. So I think that's a really unique experience that we have to break away from the busyness of our life and just build deeper connections with the people around us.
Yeah, and some people might think, high school, you have freshmen, sophomore, juniors, seniors. In our small community, they pass by each other, but we also are intentional through house systems to have freshmen spending time with upperclassmen and upperclassmen directly leading. And so at all of our Great Hearts, we have a house system where we take time out of the school day to get groups of people, and it could be animals, right? Or it could be famous warriors or famous literature characters, to just be together and have fun. And then those teams often then compete in our various field days, which are during the school day. And so we have friendly competition. And so we have some house pride that's, subservient or underneath the school pride. And so that's a way that all students can find friendships, not just with people in their class or people their same age, but with all students. I think about a prospective parent, or more so a student who's heard about Great Hearts, and I think they probably say, all I know is they wear uniforms, right? How do we talk about uniforms in the context of community? And so, Chloe, you have a wonderful story of leaving a district school where there weren't uniforms, coming to a place where there weren't uniforms. I'm curious what you thought about that, and then how you think about it now after having been here and how it connects with community.
Yes, like you said, Mr. Navarrete, I think I have a really special perspective. I know me personally, it's really easy to get sucked up in the materialistic and surface level things. At my old school where we didn't wear uniforms, I often found myself saying, oh, why don't I have that sweatshirt or those expensive shoes? Why can't I look like that? Coming to a Great Hearts school, I really appreciate the fact that we are now all on the same level. We all look the same. And I found that this truly allows us to dive deeper into our relationships with each other. We're no longer looking at each other's clothes or our hairstyles, but rather we get to understand the person as a whole. We get to understand their hearts and their passions and what they care about outside of their clothing.
That's awesome. Thank you. One of the things as a headmaster of a prep school, which is a middle school and then high school, is I meet with parents often when they're thinking, I don't know what to do for high school. I want my child to have that big high school experience. And I'm always going to support parent choice and just say, hey, what you do at home is the most important. But I found a common trend is I'm worried about the big high school experience, so many students, but I know they'll find their little group, their people. And I found myself not being encouraged by that, but wondering, why is that appealing when you would hope the experience in those 4 crucial years would be broader than just the 5, 6, 7 people that are your group? Kara, can you talk about our smaller size school and the benefits that brings?
Sure. So we transferred in 3 of our kids to the prep after experiencing a larger public system. And we were a little bit apprehensive for sure at first, because we knew it would feel different. But quickly were very pleasantly surprised at the amount of community that took place right away. Students in their smaller sizes were able to come around our kids. They got to know them, help them acclimate a little bit easier. The staff helped them acclimate. You know, there are definitely advantages to that. This staff were able to check in on our kids. They got to know them. They connected them to people that they knew had the same interests, and that was super helpful. And we have really found that the smaller community has helped, you know, academically, but also has helped them get to know our kids, get to know their teachers as well. And teachers can pour into these kids even more, I think, than having a large caseload of students. And they care about them. They care about them academically, but they truly care about them and who they are as individuals, and helping them make the best choices now for life moving forward. And that's super, it's amazing to see that in play, and for your own kids now, to see people that do care about the grades that your kids are getting, but ultimately they care about them beyond here, and truly care about their hearts, which you don't get that everywhere. So
Yeah. And I'm so thankful to hear this. I know each of you personally. I've interacted with you. Your children are, Kara, your children are my children's friends, right? And it's when I hear you share about it, right, it reminds me of how special our community is. For parents out there that are wondering, how do I learn more? You can always visit a school and have a tour. But more importantly, because there are some wait lists at a number of our schools, we're encouraging parents to remember, you can absolutely apply all year round, but the best time to apply is during in an open enrollment period, which is going to be your November through early December. It's very easy to apply. There's no commitment to apply. And visiting schools and going on a tour is what I strongly recommend. But I'm going to tell you, take the opportunity to go to your local school, get to know that community, walk the campus, and you'll get a sense of what we've been saying, right, firsthand. And my hope is, in timing, in Providence, maybe one day you will be part of our Great Hearts community, and maybe even at my own school. I wish you all the best. And thank you again to John, Chloe, and Kara for sharing some time.